Join us for the Tiguan facelift, including the Volkswagen Tiguan R and R-Line. Let's go! The Tiguan facelift comes with a new hood. You can see here it's higher in this case and therefore a stronger stance on the road, maybe a little bit more off-road look. However, R-Line and R make it sportier than and maybe less off-roadish, I don't know. Not so many changes as for the side profile, but you get new wheel design, for example, here for the R-Line. So you don't have to go for a big engine, but you can still already get 20-inch wheels, pretty massive then for, let's say, normal midsize SUV. And these are the optional 21-inch. So 21-inch on the Volkswagen, rarely seen that. Really massive then, also with bigger brakes, blue brake calipers, then the contrasting mirror caps right there. DCC, the dynamic chassis control, adaptive suspension would be an option usually. Here with the R it is included, so you always get the DCC, and then with a 10 millimeters lower setup actually. In the rear, new tail lamp design, more three-dimensional shape as well somewhat, and also with cascading turning indicators when you have the optional IQ light, the optional matrix LED. Then fake exhaust alert here for the fake exhaust police at Autogefühl. Definitely, yeah, a very hard case for that. And now the Tiguan R from the rear. Well, first of all, the R logo, then the lower part with a black contrast, and whoa, Akrapovic exhaust. This is the optional one. You already get a 4-flute normal sports exhaust, and then optional the Akrapovic one for even more sound boost. We've heard that a couple of times now with the Golf R, for example, or also with the T-Roc R, and it sounds quite good. Tiguan R, not only with gas strut, but also with a 2-liter TFSI turbo petrol engine, 4-cylinder, 320 horsepower in this case. Yeah, that will also be the horsepower count for the Golf R, 420 newton meters of torque, so pretty massive. All-wheel drive, front plus rear on demand. To the rear, of course, a little bit more when you push the throttle, and now also with the torque vectoring, so there's a torque split between the rear axle wheels, so that you can have, for example, more torque at the outside wheel when you're, for example, on the left corner, more torque on the right wheel, on the right back wheel, that you can get through the corner even quicker. First check the interior of the R-Line, because this one is already quite special here with the Tiguan facelift. Inside of the door, sporty deco elements, leatherette inside, big dog pocket still, and then the R-Line entry badge. And also a completely new steering wheel, perforated sides here for the R-Line, flat bottom, also accentuations, illuminated buttons at the steering wheel. They give you some capacitive feedback. Yeah, I don't know. I like it more with real buttons. What's your take on that? Right side also heated steering wheel is available, new digital instruments, soon more deals to that. And then really cool, the R-Line seats here with fabric on the inside and also some microfiber inserts and then leatherette. So all animal free this seat here, and very nice and quality premium styling. Actually one of the favorite seats here I've seen so far, and one of the new highlights here also with the Tiguan facelift for the R line. Soon more to the real R then. But you can see even more features here to come with the facelift. But first of all, seating test here. Is it also sporty and comfortable at the same time? So they give you more side support here, left and right, and also in the upper area. And you have the upright typical seating position for the Tiguan. And wow, they're really very comfortable. So in the lower part, by the way, you have another cubby hole. So indeed, it makes the impression that this one has a comfort of like a segment above. So the first impression, I have to test them over a longer period of time, of course, but the first impression is really very, very good. Manual control here. Wow. And headroom with the panoramic roof. Still, there's a lot of headroom left. Interior overview, soft touch materials on the dashboard here. Harman Kardon optional sound system. Very nice sound right there, top speaker. Here we have digital instruments, so more details to that. Then on the right side, either starts with 6.5 inch, the smallest one, then optional 8 inch. It's also included in higher trims. And this is the optional 9.2 inch screen. Soon also more details to that. First of all, let's continue with the overview. Lower part now with the digital climate unit with sliders. And we've seen also in the new Arteon facelift. Yeah, sliders are not the best solution, we know, but for a slider it is very well to control. It's quite easy to control and works quite well. Better with sliding than with pressing. So, and you can very well see the temperature. So it's one of the few sliders you can actually quite well control also while driving. And also here for the vent strength. And also stays at that area, of course. Seat heating here. And here we see the CarPlay integration. Works all the way over the screen. That's nice. And, well, let's listen a little bit to the sound system. That's quite rich. So, why not? And you can see here, volume control here, or also at the steering wheel, but I like to have a volume knob for that. You can get it, the volume knob, with the smaller screen, however. Here then to the Volkswagen menu. And there we go, like this. And you can display the GPS map at the same time in digital instruments and also here in the central one. It works in a quite fast way. Is okay. Could be a little bit more responsive. Now getting in the rear, it's very easy with the Tiguan. Rear doors here, by the way, hard pack materials. Well, don't like it that much, but I like the seating position here in the rear. A lot of legroom still left. Upright seating position for the rear. You are flexible with this moving bench. You can move it forward for more trunk or backward for the maximum legroom. You have the straps here on the left side where you can adjust the angle of the seat, sit a little bit more upright. And here you also profit from this panoramic roof. Wow, this is a cool view then also to the top. However then, a little bit reduction in headroom for the rear. It works still for me, but if you want more headroom in the rear, then leave out the panoramic roof. But I would still go for it, probably so much light in the interior, unless you're in a state or country where you have a lot of really, really hot summer. Now to the interior of the True R model, and we can see here beautiful bright Alcantara inserts. So it's very sporty, also soft touch material at the top part, and big door pockets again. Then the R steering wheel looks quite similar to the R line, but then here blue accentuations and blue contrast stitches. And these special seats, first of all, again, a fabric, a microfiber mix, well done. In this case also with integrated head restraint. And this is indeed the standard seat for the Tiguan R, just like it is here. Blue stitches right there, so a beautiful job. And again, animal free. So that's another example how we can make a premium atmosphere without using animal materials, at least on the seat. And the trunk area right there, you open it below the logo. Very practical dimensions, even loading still, I like that. You can store a replacement tire, or in this case also inside the formula from the sound system, the subwoofer and so on the inside then. And also one of my favorite features, you can flip the seats from here, left and right. There we go. Maybe needs a little push then, but then you can also load longer things through. Here we go. And now to the conclusion for today with the new Tiguan facelift. First of all, a little bit stronger from the exterior. Interior with infotainment system updates, of course, and also with new seating. Latter one actually the cool things both for the R line and also for the True R. Very nice seats, comfortable and sporty at the very same time. Yeah, with the temperature sliders, I'm not sure if that's really appropriate. It looks better, and considering it's a slider, it's very well usable at least. Big news, of course, as for the e-hybrid. So this will be a crucial model, the plug-in hybrid version. And of course, looking forward to drive the true R version, especially then with the torque split in the rear, the torque vectoring, supposed to give you a lot of driving performance. So yeah, I wouldn't mind taking just this one home now, right here. So R or the R line, well, it's up to you if you really want to spend the money on that, because this one will of course be a quite expensive Tiguan. But in general, the Tiguan, one of the best mid-size SUVs, because you still have a lot of space on the interior with good quality materials. But it's still, so to say, a down-to-earth car. It's not too complicated, and also then cheaper in comparison to other more premium, or let's say official premium competitors. What do you think here about the Tiguan facelift? Do you like changes? And would you see us reviewing here the Tiguan R? Maybe on the racetrack? We'll see about that. Stay tuned here in Autogefühl. Thanks for tuning in today. Now join us in the comment section.